Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Greedfall, where I would like to continue my side questing activities. As a matter of fact, I have two side missions now. The one with the merchandise, and now we are looking for a missing cabin boy. And as a matter of fact, I think I would like to prioritize this one and find the cabin boy, because my hope is that if I find him, then maybe the captain will help me with the merchandise in return. I don't know, that's just my idea. So yeah, let's have a look. Where exactly do I have to go for this one? Storeroom. Investigate the disappearance of the Nord novice. Okay, let's do that. I haven't been to that place, so we can explore it a little bit while doing so. Keep my eyes open for crates I can loot. Okay, is this one of his friends? Flavia.
Good day. Someone told me that you were a friend of Jonas, the young cabin boy who has gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
Well, I have a few questions. Quite a few actually. So, when did you see him for the last time?
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
Okay, well, I guess that isn't helpful, but maybe there was something on his mind. Ask about his habitual comings and goings. Yes, please.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Okay, but I guess I maybe should check out the tavern again, because I already came up twice. But yeah, tell me more about his friends.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Okay, well, that doesn't help me at all. What about enemies?
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
Well, I don't know, maybe there's something to it. So, I should maybe check the canal and check the tavern, because that's where he used to go. And maybe I should talk to this Lauro guy as well, if I can. But yeah, I can ask about the captain too.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet. If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
Okay, well, thank you.
I need to be going. Farewell.
Okay, well, I didn't really learn that much, but at least a few hints. What does the quest suggest to do next? It doesn't really say anything. So let's look a little bit around in this place. Gold coins. Ooh, a sailor's coat. Is this better than what I'm currently wearing? Let's see. It is. It also potentially looks a lot better, so I guess I will wear the sailor's coat now, huh? let's have a look at it from the front. That is actually a lot better. Yes, I like this. Going to wear this now. I guess that's really all there is in this place, but what about the door over here? Oh, now we're just on the outside again. Okay, what would be my next move? Somewhere over here. Maybe we are going to ask the other friend. That actually might be him. Poisoned alchemical mix. That's more crafting stuff, right? Ah, here we go, Lauro.
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
That voice actor sounds like Blackwall. I'm not sure if it's him, but it sounds a lot like him. Okay, let's ask a few questions again.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left. You get me?
Okay, but I still think I should investigate the tavern again. So, what about his state of mind?
Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
But, I mean, if he was troubled, then maybe he wasn't kidnapped, unless he was worried about being kidnapped, so he kind of knew that someone was after him. Because if he was just troubled, then maybe he just, left on his own and wasn't kidnapped. But let's ask about the kidnappers again.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, I kind of remember his face being there.
Okay, that's actually some good advice. And yeah, sure, let's ask about Captain Vasco again.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a just man who knows his knots. He's well appreciated by the crew. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for laughs now and again. Always seems unhappy, our captain.
Okay, well, thank you.
Thank you, Lauro. I need to be going.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here. I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
Indeed, we do, but I think we are making some progress here and we got some good information out of this guy. So, let's have a look at the quest again. Find and interrogate the witnesses. Which means I probably have to go back to the tavern. Yes, indeed. Villain's Den! This is actually labeled Villain's Den. That's not suspicious at all. Harbor Master's Office. Yeah, I think this is all for my other side quests, but maybe if I find the cabin boy first, I can avoid dealing with that. So let's head back to the tavern. And I guess I will ignore the Villain's Den for now. But I think it's kind of funny that it's actually labeled Villain's Den. So, I think this is where I came from. There's another guy lying around just like this. No one seems to care. Maybe I'm going to take a different road so I can pick up additional loot, maybe. For example, over here. 3 gold coins. Well, it's better than nothing. Beast essence, hoof, fungus and hawthorn. More crafting ingredients, I assume. Oh, I'm in this back alley now. Yeah, sure. Let's continue this way and then we will take the road to the right. Don't get stuck on the environment. Oh, wow. Look at this. So many dead people.
You'll find all you need in our selection. Whatever you
Alright,
need
this is
to
the
be talk of all serene.
merchant. I'm still not quite at my destination.
Discovery will give you faith in it.
Oh, we actually have signs over here. Coin Guard Barracks, Tavern, Port Quarter, Bridge Alliance, Embassy. Yeah, nothing that I need at the moment except the tavern. So, let's go. And apparently we're going to speak to the barkeeper again. Okay. Completing quests. In Greedfall, a quest can usually be completed in several different ways. Desardet has more than one string to his bow. Cunning, persuasion, intuition, corruption, creating items from the crafting table will be some of the means available to you to reach your goals. To improve in these areas, spend points in the corresponding talent trees or wear equipment that offers bonuses. Threats and combat are options when your enemies are not receptive to your talents. Okay. That's good to know. Anyway, Jeffrey, I am back. I need more information.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
No, I'm actually here about more questions. Oh, I can ask about my cousin as well. But let's start with a cabin boy. Yes, about the kidnapping.
I am looking for a Naut. A young cabin boy who has been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Naut, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping? In my establishment? You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do.
No.
I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Well, maybe it happened when you weren't looking or in a different room or outside. I don't know. Yeah, let's ask about the witness.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
Okay, well, I guess I will look for that witness. But since we're talking to this guy, let's ask about Constantine as well.
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
What does that
Whatever
mean?
do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age? Hair down to his neck, light brown? Blue eyes? Quite the talker?
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight.
Oh, dear.
I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'll be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
So, I guess I can just pay him or I can try to repair it myself. Which I guess I will try because paying him is going to cost me like a third of my money. So I'm trying to repair it myself, I suppose.
That's not a small sum. I need to think about my options.
Oh, the father has forgotten to give his daughter her allowance, it would seem.
You are very rude. But okay, I guess that's all I can ask. Yeah, I did ask this stuff already.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Also, I thought stuff like brawls don't happen in your bar. But apparently, it did happen. Oh, is this my witness? Sure. Let's talk to this guy next.
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
Maybe?
No, have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I'm here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
Okay, what else can you tell me about him?
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
If he's disappeared, so you're not sure? Well, tell me what happened.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong-arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him, if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
So they did kidnap him, but they weren't rough with him. So maybe he went with them, voluntarily? I don't know. So can you give me more information on that rich man?
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, my lady, you're in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Theleme embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
But it does correspond to what the other boy told us about the canal, where he heard Jonas's voice, right? Oh, is this the broken furniture?
This furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
Okay. Let's repair it then.
And there you have it.
Ah.
You'd never guess they were once broken.
So I had the material already because, I don't know, I looted it and collected it from chests. So I was able to just fix it like that. Well, in that case, I'm going to tell him that I fixed his furniture.
Well then, were you able to repair it all?
Yes, just like new. Or nearly.
That does indeed look like fine work. You know what you're doing.
I would hope. Can you tell me where I can find my cousin now?
Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs. Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me.
Okay.
In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into. Seemed like a courageous fellow. Who could down his pint. Anything else?
Well, my cousin seems to be quite the handful, and apparently I have a habit to misplace people.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
My cousin, the cabin boy, lots of people I need to find. But I think at the moment the priority is a cabin boy. My cousin can wait. Apparently he can take care of himself. Let's have a look. Yes, I have seen these doors on the map already. There's also a warehouse over here. So should I check out the warehouse maybe, if it belongs to this family? I kind of want to check out the warehouse before I go to the family itself. Maybe we can find something suspicious. Ooh, what is this? Poorly written notice. To the family of the rich man who provoked us. We have him and we will kill him if you don't pay us handsomely. Come with a full purse to the alley south of the old warehouse district. Ah. Well, I feel that this might be related to my current quest. So is this actually the warehouse? So should I go there first or should I talk to the family first? I don't know. Well, maybe I am going to talk to the family first because I might jumpstart things here that I don't want to start at the moment if I go to the warehouse first. So, can I go through here? I can. Sorry, coming through. It's somewhere over here, right? Yes, it is. Where's the entrance? Ah, it's over here. Ooh.
Might I help you, my lady?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
Well, thank you. Also, look at this fancy house. They are rich indeed. Oh, look at these neatly aligned glasses.
Might I help you, my lady?
Apparently not.
I need to be going. Farewell.
So let's have a quick look around here, but I'm not seeing anything too obvious. So hopefully Lady Fontaine can tell us something about what happened in the tavern.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lady de Sade.
Indeed.
And to what do I owe the honour of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We are looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken.
Okay.
He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
Oh, okay. So tell me more about this, please.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it is their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
I don't know. Yeah, why would the Nords have taken your son?
What was your son doing on a Nort ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies.
Okay.
This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Naughts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact. It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Naughts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Well, Lady Fontaine, why don't you enlighten me about these practices?
Excuse me, madam, but I haven't quite finished my inquiries yet.
If you would be so courteous, I would like you to leave. I have told you all that I have to say.
Okay, well, I guess that's all I can ask.
With respect, my lady.
So, I guess I should check out that warehouse after all. I mean, that would be my next conclusion, that I should look in their warehouse, since she's not going to be helpful. And, I mean, in the end, I need to understand what Jonas himself thinks about all of this. I mean, does he want to go home? Does he want to stay with the Naughts? I don't know. I need to find him and talk to him to clear up this mess. So, yeah, I think the warehouse is going to be my next destination. Oh, I can actually talk to Vasco about the contracts. In that case, maybe I should do this first, because apparently I am lacking some important information here. Oh, look at this. Ooh, a new axe. Let's see. Is this better than what I have? But the question is, what weapon should I replace? Let's see. It is better. At least better than the hammer. Of course, does this count as like a blunt weapon? Well, the armor damage is smaller. But it's still quite decent armor damage. So I think I'm going to equip this one as weapon B. Okay, now that we have done that, let's go back to the harbor and talk to the captain again. Good. Also, I'm wondering if I can, like, quick save. Maybe I should have a look at it. Well, this doesn't really tell me anything. Okay, quick save is F5. In that case, let's have a quick save. And we're back at the harbor again. So, Captain, can you tell me a little bit more about Nord contracts?
Madam, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
Nah, I'm still working on that. Be patient, I will find him. But first I need some information here.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
Okay.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Naughts, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a naught. Our ships are his home, and we are his only family.
Okay, well, that is interesting. And maybe slightly dubious, but again, I would like to talk to Jonas about this.
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Naut?
Sir de Corsilion is a veritable well of scientific knowledge. He could tell us a little more.
And as it happens, he's right over here, so I guess we're going to talk to him again.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Stop mentioning
Don't
Constantine.
worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
I know that I still have to find Constantine, but I'm working on other stuff now, so tell me about the Nauts and the Fontaines.
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child, due to some contract with the Nauts.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, Desade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there has always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nauts. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son in an agreement signed between my uncle and the Nauts?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nauts as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
Okay, so she doesn't know that her husband probably made that contract. And I mean, technically it wouldn't be Serene or the nation of Serene that breaks a contract if the boy doesn't return. It would just be that one merchant, right? But okay, what exactly do you propose to do next? Well, they say that I should go back to the Fontaine family house. I mean, I'm still somewhat convinced that they are probably at the warehouses over here, because that's the only place on the map where he could be, probably. Or maybe he's in the villain's den. But that may actually be related to Constantine's quest. But okay, I guess we're going to talk to Lady Fontaine again. Because if she doesn't know about this contract, then maybe she should. Ooh, this was not here the last time, or did I just miss it? Note to the attention of the servant. Alice, I would like you to prepare several meals and bring them to the warehouses we own on the canal. Yes, it's the warehouses. My husband will have to work there with his clerk and his men for a few days, so make sure that there's enough food for everyone. And be discreet. We do not want other families to know about what is happening.
This document mentions another property. A warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek?
We shall. But shall we talk to Lady Fontaine once more? I guess we can try it.
Excuse me, madam, but I haven't quite finished my inquiries yet.
If you would be so courteous, I would like you to leave. I have told you all that I have to say.
Okay, apparently I can't actually
With
talk
respect,
to her
my lady.
about what was going on. And I mean, if she wrote the note, then she probably knows what's going on anyway. So, warehouses it is. So I probably could have just gone to the warehouses to begin with, to just shortcut the entire quest. But I mean, doing the quest in its proper order will maybe give you benefits like information, maybe even XP. I haven't watched my XP bar if I get XP for finishing all these intermediate objectives. But I do get information, so I think it's maybe a good idea to follow the proper procedure here and not just go there and do all the stuff that I'm supposed to do later. Oh, I guess they are burning bodies here. Yes, they are. Man, that's grim. And I have not been to this part of town before. So, let's see. Got the warehouse over here. Hang on a second. And there's 2 ways inside. I don't know if one would be more beneficial than the other.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
Let's just try to remain discreet.
Indeed. So, we can go downstairs or we can go upstairs. What do you think? Where would they hide the boy? Well, apparently not upstairs. There's a bunch of stuff, but no person. Okay. Let's check downstairs. Okay, got another door over here. Nothing of interest here.
Lady de Sade, what are you doing here?
I have come looking for your son. The Naughts are worried about his disappearance.
Those Naughts took him from us, but now we've got him back, and he'll be staying with us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine?
Tell him about what Sir de Courcillon taught us. Attempt to reason him. Threaten him. Again, I have a pretty good chance that I will be able to win my reasoning. I'm not sure if I can take this first and then try this one. Or are these like mutually exclusive? I don't know. Let's try to reason with him. Why not?
You've taken your son against his will and have locked him up like merchandise in a warehouse. Is that what you call being a good father?
As if you would know what it is like to be a parent.
Ooh,
you are far
didn't
too
work.
young to understand the way we feel.
So, sadly, my charisma was not enough for this guy. So, let's try the other options.
I looked into the contract that binds you to the Naughts. It was indeed you who ceded your son to them in exchange for help with your business with the bridge.
It is so. But that sort of contract is ignoble. I never would have signed it if I had known.
You should have thought of that before. Breaking the contract could have regrettable consequences for the congregation.
The prince will know how to negotiate with the Naughts. If they take my son back, my wife will die of sadness.
Her sadness would be all the more terrible if she learned of your role in this story. Don't you think?
You wouldn't dare tell her.
Well,
I beg
maybe.
you.
You were not leaving me with a choice.
Very well. Take the key and take him away. Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Naughts.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell.
Okay, well, that actually worked. Even though my charisma check failed, I was able to convince him after all. I mean, I still would kind of like to talk to the son himself and hear his opinion on all of this. So, where would I find him? Over here? No, this is where I came from, is it not? Oh, okay. It's actually the proper direction. Just have to go through here. And again, this place is like a maze. And I'm not going in the right direction in this maze. Destroy level 1 science and alchemical preparation of elemental damage. Oh, I guess this is like an alternate way to do this, but since I got the key, I won't have to destroy this, right? Okay. Yes, I can't lockpick this. However, someone told me that I should check my companion's inventory for the lockpicking. I don't know, what do you got? Warehouse basement key. I mean, this is just my inventory. I don't think my characters have like their own inventory, right? So I'm not really sure what I'm looking for here. Got all kinds of normal small pivot stone collar. Endurance. I mean, I don't have any points for him. I'm not even sure if I can level up my characters myself or if they just level up automatically. He's still suspicious. Special attack, special move according to the equipped weapon. Enduring strength, agility. Friendship bonus, craftsmanship. Yeah, I don't know. Someone told me I should check Kurt's stats or inventory, but I'm not really seeing anything that would help me pick that lock, to be honest. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. Yeah, not seeing anything of interest here. So I guess I can't open this. But I can open this, because I have a key. So, are you Jonah?
Who are you?
My name is Desardet. I'm legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
Yes, even if I had to bend his arm a little.
That doesn't surprise me. He seemed to have no intention of changing his mind. I feel more sorry for my mother. She seemed so sweet and happy to see me.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to your ship. I will see you there.
Okay, well, I guess that was pretty definite. He wants to go back to the Nords. I mean, you can question the morality of these contracts, obviously, but that's nothing I can change at the moment. And if he wants to go back, then I guess he should go back, right? Also, let me have another look at this. So I need level 1 lockpicking. Let me have another look at your stuff. Oh, it does have +1 lockpicking. So, can I actually, like, take control of my companions and have them pick the lock? Or maybe I'm just going to take your clothes, Kurt. How about that? At least for this, so I can pick this lock, hopefully. Let's try this. Oh yes, it works. Nice. And yes, I'm going to grab all of that stuff, but I think I'm going to give it back to him now, and I will only take his stuff when I need it. And I mean, the sailor's coat isn't too bad. It is not as good as his armor, but I don't want to steal your armor and give you that crappy leather coat. Okay, so I did manage to pick the lock, and I suppose until I have some lock-picking skills of my own, I will just borrow Kurt's armor to lockpick, which is kind of weird. Anyway, do I actually have to do anything else in this quest? Yes, I have to talk to the captain again. Which I guess I will do in the next episode, because this one is kinda long. And I hope that now that we have found his cabin boy, he will be a little bit more helpful with the merchandise. We'll see about that. But yeah, as usual, thank you for watching, and see you again next time.